Well, the U.S. Attorney's Office has a lot on its plate in Idaho, battling multiple issues threatening public safety throughout the state.
Jordan Smith went to Idaho today to learn about the challenges state officials are facing and the early success they're seeing as they fight back against crime.
We got to meet with the U.S. Attorney from Idaho earlier today, and he walked us through the priorities of his office. At the top of that list, he's cracking down on fentanyl.
We're seeing thousands of pills. We're seeing tens of thousands of pills sometimes.
The seemingly endless battle against fentanyl and its dealers rages on.
Well, unfortunately, we've seen large amounts of fentanyl in North Idaho.
Hurwitz says that's partly because dealers are exploiting the I-90 corridor in North Idaho, trafficking drugs to communities like Coeur d'Alene and nearby states like Montana and the Dakotas. The DEA says 7 out of every 10 fentanyl pills seized contains a potentially lethal dose of fentanyl. But Idaho is finding a way to clamp down, leading a nationwide effort on tough sanctions for death-resulting cases.
The penalties are really high. It's a 20-year mandatory minimum in federal prison. And we use that statute regularly when the situation justifies it.
Arrests and seizures are climbing. Hurwitz says oftentimes traffickers are willing to give up names in exchange for a lesser sentence, allowing agencies like the DEA to work its way up the chain and eventually cut off distribution at the source. The threat of tougher sanctions, coupled with more resources for rural police departments and more addiction services, is showing a promising sign that the tide could turn, hopefully soon. Along with fentanyl, extremism and child exploitation are also on the DOJ's radar, all of which fueled by social media.
You know, if you're a parent and your kid has an electronic device, make sure that you have access to it and you know exactly how your kid is using the internet and social media.
For 4 News Now, I'm Jordan Smith.